Welcome to another episode. We reacts, man, because that's what reacting. And I'm just appreciate you for rocking with me. Let's get into this.
Hello,
Oh,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Are there enough women for relationships today?
I believe so.
Okay. Are you married?
I'm not. No,
Do you want to be married?
I do.
Do you want children?
I do.
So why do you believe that there are enough women for relationships today when 65 to 70% of the men say they're not?
Um, I believe that, or I should say, my biggest thing is I was taught that the man is supposed to lead.
Hmm.
My biggest thing would be allowing myself to trust that man enough to lead.
Okay. But by asking, why do you believe that there are enough women for relationships?
Because I feel like there's enough women that are willing to allow men to lead. I think it's more of like a trust issue.
What do you mean willing to allow men to lead?
So how I was brought up, my parents were never married, but my grandparents were.
Hmm.
And my grandfather was head of the household. You know, he was the provider. He made sure everything was together.
So
And
are you telling me that the reason the men aren't in relationships is because they don't want to be in relationships?
no, I think that how you were talking about, like a lot of men shouldn't be considering serious relationships until after 30. I feel like for me, I wanted it young. And because
Well,
I,
you could be young, your man just can't.
hmm?
You can be young, your man just can't.
Right. And so I guess I have to choose older men or allow older men to choose
And
me.
they're saying the same thing. See,
Mm.
notice the disconnect. Three women have come on here and say, there are plenty of us. And the men are saying, no, they're not.
Mm.
Who do you listen to, the consumer or the seller?
The consumer.
Then why do you think 65 or 70% of the men asked say there are not enough women?
I don't know. I guess that would be their personal experience.
You can't just be that flippant about it. They're the consumers,
They are. So,
and you're the product.
mhm.
So if the consumers don't think that there's enough on the market, how active? If you don't think that the store is going to have what you want to buy, are you going to drive to the store?
No.
That's why you don't have a husband.
Mm.
So you're going to tell me about I would submit and I would cooperate and all this other stuff. That's not the problem. When was your last relationship?
My last relationship ended a month ago.
And how long were you guys together?
We were together for about a year and a half.
Okay. And why? And who ended it?
I did.
Why?
He
Apple juice. What you want to bet it don't got nothing to do with cheating. Watch this.
he was a bit much. He was a bit much.
Okay.
He was a volatile person.
Hmm.
Hmm.
From day one?
No.
How many relationships have you been in that you have not left?
Um, 4,
How many relationships have you had?
5.
So you've had
Left one.
5 relationships, and 4 of them you did not leave. They left you.
Yes.
How long was the previous?
Think you the problem, right? If four people left me and I only left one out of the five. In the comments, am I the problem? In the comments, am I the problem? If I've been in five relationships, I only left one of the relationships, and out of the four, the people left me. Am I the problem?
Relationship before this last one?
It wasn't too long. It was probably about 9 months.
Okay, and why? And who left?
He did.
Why?
I wasn't ready to be sexually active. I didn't believe that I should give a man my body when he didn't want to do anything but have sex. Like, we
What do you
didn't.
mean? You guys were in a committed monogamous relationship?
Well, it was more like I wanted to go out. I wanted
Okay,
to,
what I'm asking before you get that, I'm asking, did he call you his girlfriend?
yes,
You guys were in a committed relationship.
yes.
Did he? Okay, so for 9 months,
hmm
how and how often would you go out a month?
I would say we probably went out once or twice a month.
So twice a month for
hmm
9 months.
hmm
So a man put in at least 18 dates and he could get no sex.
He did, but it was just like after I would give it to him, it would just be like everything else would dwindle. It would, that's all he wanted. That's all he wanted.
That shit good. What the fuck you mean? That been water. What you mean? Somebody that's all you wanted. Bitch, I got a sip of the water. Bitch, I'm thirsty. What are you talking about?
All day, every day. It was
Great.
no more dates. It was no more movie nights.
Are you ready for this?
Are y'all ready for this?
That's why
I
we
am.
date you. That's why we date you to fuck you. We don't want relationships with you. We want sex with you.
Okay.
And see this, I mean, you ladies act like you're not having an orgasm too. I mean, you did you have an orgasm? You had sex too, right? Right?
I did.
Right. So
Yes.
think about listen what she just said. He needs to take me out, do this for me, and all he wanted to do was have sex with his girlfriend. And this is why I don't have any problem with men exercising options, because women like you play games. All he wanted to do was have sex. Well, then would you have
No.
been happy? Would you have been happy? Would it have been okay if you didn't want to have sex? Did you give him permission to go have sex with another woman? No charge? That's a
No.
yes or no. Say, I don't want to hear the
No.
bullshit then. So you left a relationship with a man because he wanted sex. Okay.
That sounds.
Well, because it is. It sounds horrible because it is.
Until people see what they doing in another from another perspective, it's all right to them. They don't even see it until somebody put it in their perspective in front of them. It's kind of like, yo, bro. It's kind of like it's kind of like going in one of your people's cribs that you know, and when you go in there, it could have been a chop crib, anybody. You go in there and you like, yo, what the fuck is that smell? And niggas in the house like, what smell? They used to the fucking bad smell, bro. So when you come in there with your fresh nose and you like, hey yo, what the fuck is that smell in here? Like, and niggas looking around at you like you crazy, like, what smell, bro? That's what that is, bro.
It is.
Now I told you it would be nothing to do with breaking up. Now he put it in perspective. You stop having sex with a man. I mean, stop being his girlfriend because he want to, and that's it. He didn't even want nothing else from you. He taking you on dates. Y'all going out twice a month, 18, 19 days a year, whatever. Come on, bro.
It's horrible. I mean,
Yeah.
what, I mean, it's not like,
Yeah,
yeah, maybe
I'm
she
I'm listening.
bounced. I'm so why it sounds horrible because it was. And why? What about the relationship before him? How long was that?
Ooh. That was when I was in college.
Yeah, bro. Cause that's outrageous. Like, how the hell is he giving you 2 dates a month for 12 months, 24 dates? Yeah, right? Tourism, 24 dates. And all he wanted is a date. All he wanted is sex. That's it. So Kev need to ask how many times a day, like how many times did he want to have sex? Like 50 times a day? Cause exaggeration. Stop it. Maybe you was only giving it to him one time a day. You feel me?
And why did he leave?
He graduated.
He did what?
He graduated
What's wrong with your internet?
the year before me and went to a different state. I don't
Okay, but
know.
okay, but what's wrong with your
I'm about to
internet?
fix that up though.
He graduated a year.
To fix
Hit
that.
them badges, folks. Hit the badges if y'all want these conversations to continue. You guys were together 3 years, and he graduated, and you saying he left because he went to another school?
Mhm. No, when he graduated, he accepted a job in another state.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
So we had a mutual dissolve the relationship.
mhm.
And if it was meant to be, it would come back around.
Oh God, yesterday's broadcast. If he wanted to be with me, why didn't he fight? Your godfather's
Oh
never
no.
wrong.
No, no,
If it was
no.
meant to be, he'd come back around. It's all the same, ma'am. Why did you want to marry him?
I did. We talked
Did he
about
want to marry you?
it. He said he did.
Then you say he left you to go to a job to another state, and you were still in school?
Yes.
Something that makes sense about that.
Yeah, cause I'm trying to understand it right now too. I swear to God. I'm trying to understand it. Cause I'm like, so what's the problem? Each other, he just moved. All right, hold
3 year relationship.
on.
What's he doing now?
He is at home living with his parents. So I guess I
Hmm.
made the right decision.
I don't know about that one. Um, and then a relationship before that.
um, like you want to know how long it was, or
Yeah, yeah. Because you said you had 5 relationships. I'm just trying to understand what they are.
before that, um,
Was this in high school?
before that, I was in high school. That was a high school
It don't
boyfriend.
matter. Okay, so high
Yeah.
school. So you had your college relationship that was 3 years, and
hmm
he took a job out of state. Mm. Then you had your next relationship where you dated for 9 months and you ended the relationship because the man just happened to want to have sex. You mean he wanted a return on his investment? He wanted to have sex with his girlfriend, so you broke up with him because he wanted to have sex with his girlfriend, huh? And you think, and then your last relationship, you left him. Why?
It was just a violent relationship.
Physically violent?
Yeah.
And were the police reports filed?
Um, no, but
Okay,
yeah,
then I
I'm
don't
out.
buy it.
Why
I
don't you
only
buy?
buy I only buy police reports because women can say anything these days, and if it's really that bad, you file police reports.
Yeah. I
I'm
can
a,
see.
I'm a public person and I see what people say. I've been doing my show too long and women can come on and say anything. And if it's that serious to where you're leaving relationships, hey, file a police report.
I mean,
But it
I
generally,
understand.
you ask me
Yeah,
why, I
yeah.
am very skeptical when I hear women say abuse and there's no follow up. It's
Hmm.
too easy to say abuse today. It's like it's too easy to say toxic.
Well, abuse is
So,
nothing to play with.
Duh. You putting abuse on somebody right now with no proof. Talking about abuse is nothing to play with.
Well, abuse is
so
nothing to play with. Abuse is nothing to play with.
do you realize how many men go to jail or are sitting in jail right now for false abuse charges?
Yeah,
Women play with it all the time, so I'm not the one to play with it. That's why I don't let it just ride. I
I,
told you point blank, I don't buy it unless I see reports
hmm,
because I don't play with abuse. And if
understandable.
it's really there, you shouldn't have played with it either. There should have
Yeah,
been reports.
yeah.
And if anybody don't like that in the audience, so be it. But the previous relationship, so you said that was abusive. This guy, because he wanted to have sex, and this guy because of that. All right. What do all these things have in common? The college relationship ended. Why didn't you graduated next year after that? A year later?
Actually, I ended up withdrawing. My father had passed away, so I had to go back home and deal with that business.
Okay, you withdrew how long after you graduated?
It was the end of first semester
How
or the
long?
end of the probably like what 6 months, 7 months.
Okay. So you withdrew because your father passed. How come you get back with your man?
For me, I just had a lot more things to handle. We didn't really
I got
talk
it.
much, and yeah.
Okay. Fair. So again, I find it interesting that most women have plenty of relationships that they're in. And you're good at getting into relationships, but I find that many modern women can't maintain anything.
Hmm.
And if you watch my show, women are leaving more.
Hmm.
So how would a man pick from that?
I don't know, because if we keep leaving, we're not giving them any options.
So should he go to white women?
I mean,
my point is this: I need women to start putting yourself in the men's positions.
yeah.
So the problems today is not that men don't want relationships or marriage or anything like that. The problem is modern women are too damn complex.
Mhm. Okay.
Among other things, like the last call I had. If the men are saying if the men are saying I want to buy something, the store doesn't have it, and you have it,
Hmm.
because you shouldn't have 60 or 70% of men saying that there's not enough women. Her connection keeps jumping around, so sorry, man. Uh, that was pretty good. I mean, and I would say again, man, why I don't play with this abuse thing because it is easy when you
It's too easy.
say stuff like that, people start looking up folks, and I'm just like, all right, can we get some verification on this stuff? Um, Here we go. Hello.
Yeah, man. That's one. I'm gone.